is he?
Stanley Hill was a decorated Army Special Forces veteran and Medal of Honor recipient for his heroic service in Iraq and Afghanistan. But nothing in his distinguished military career could have prepared him for the devastating nightmare that was about to unfold and destroy everything he held dear. After witnessing his beloved wife Vivian's brutal murder in a senseless attack, Stanley returns to the police station the next day, consumed by grief and desperate for justice. In a tense identification lineup, his trained eyes lock onto the face of pure evil, the man who destroyed his entire world in a single moment of violence. With unwavering certainty and a voice steady despite the rage burning within him, Stanley points out the killer who shattered his life. But Stanley's world crumbles even further when the detectives deliver a devastating blow that cuts deeper than any battlefield wound.
No, keep your voice down!
Don't make it worse.
Worse? What could be worse than the man who killed my wife walks out here like it's a joke, like it's nothing?
They re-releasing the attacker due to insufficient evidence. The system has utterly failed him when he needed it most. Standing in that sterile police station, Stanley feels completely powerless, consumed by disgust as he watches justice slip through his fingers like sand. The bitter reality hits him like a sledgehammer. The monster who murdered his beloved wife walks free, treating the whole ordeal like some twisted joke. Stanley returns home to his daughter Abby, his heart heavy with the crushing news of the killer's release. This profound injustice ignites a dangerous fire within him that threatens to consume everything in its path. Fueled by uncontrollable rage and an unshakable thirst for justice, Stanley turns to his former military comrade Dennis for help in his darkest hour. But Dennis, understanding the dangerous path Stanley is considering, fears the devastating implications of seeking vigilante vengeance. He desperately tries to caution his old friend against walking down this dark road of no return, knowing it will change them both forever. Despite the warnings, and driven by his love for his murdered wife, Stanley convinces Dennis to join him on this perilous journey to hunt down the perpetrators themselves. Their investigation leads them to a gritty bar where Stanley's trained military eye spots Nathan, one of the attackers, casually handing over Vivian's stolen purse to his girlfriend, a final cruel insult to her memory. The confrontation that follows is swift and absolutely brutal, as Stanley's Special Forces training takes complete control.
We must be looking for Jesus, too.
My wife had a light about her.
Nathan pays the ultimate price for his crimes, but this is only the beginning of Stanley's descent into darkness. However, their violent actions don't go unnoticed in the criminal underworld. In an unexpected twist that escalates the danger, a gang member secretly records the disposal of Nathan's body and reports back to the notorious crime lord LK. Now the entire criminal empire has Stanley and Dennis squarely in their crosshairs. Reacting with cold, calculated precision, LK instructs Charlie Fly, the man with the distinctive face tattoo who actually murdered Vivian, to eliminate both Stanley and Dennis before they can cause any more damage to his lucrative criminal operation. Sensing the approaching mortal danger, Dennis leads Stanley to a hidden basement sanctuary, stocked with military-grade training equipment and an impressive cache of weapons from their soldier days.
Wow. Nice setup, man. Now, I know you really love your Beretta and great gun, but you need options.
Using his technical expertise, Dennis hacks into Nathan's phone and discovers a crucial contact linked to the notorious zombie tattoo shop, a connection that could finally lead them to the complete truth behind Vivian's senseless murder. Meanwhile, the powerful crime boss LK makes his own calculated moves in this deadly chess game. He approaches detectives Gibson and Walker with a chilling request: find and eliminate those responsible for killing his valuable gang members.
Hey, your boy Nate gets capped. That's not our business.
Yes, it is. That's my merchandise.
You're detectives, so go detect. You find the guys who did this, or I send the governor a message.
But then a shocking revelation emerges that exposes the rotten, corrupt core of the entire system. The detectives are revealed to be corrupt to their bones, engaged in a diabolical collaboration with LK himself. They've struck a devil's bargain, protecting LK's extensive criminal empire from justice in exchange for his silence about a devastating video that could completely destroy Governor Messer's political career and family legacy forever. This video contains nothing short of pure nightmare fuel, footage of the governor's own son committing unspeakable crimes, including cold-blooded murder and dangerous drug trafficking.
Hey, man, what'd you give her?
That's the governor's kid.
LK wields this incriminating evidence like a razor-sharp sword over everyone's heads, threatening to release it to the hungry media if the corrupt cops fail to eliminate Stanley and Dennis. Stanley continues his relentless pursuit of justice, confronting and brutally killing Lars at the tattoo shop.
Take the stash into the back! Where is he?
Before seizing LK's valuable cocaine shipment in a bold strike against the criminal empire. Driven by tremendous guilt over his dark transformation and Vivian's untimely death, he seeks spiritual refuge at a church, desperately confessing his mounting sins to a priest and pleading for forgiveness. But the violence inevitably follows him home like a curse. When Abby visits the house to collect her mother's precious belongings, she discovers Stanley's horrifying arsenal of weapons before Charlie's gang launches a surprise attack on the house. Stanley arrives just in time to save his daughter's life, but their relationship suffers what may be irreparable damage as she witnesses the monster her father has become.
They were after you, weren't they?
I know what you're doing. I saw that gun.
Who's next? Me?
No,
Jimmy?
I promise nothing will ever happen to you or Jimmy.
Using brilliant military tactics and psychological warfare, Stanley obtains Charlie's contact information and lures him to a Korean nightclub where he and Dennis lie in wait for their final, decisive confrontation. Under intense pressure and facing certain death, Charlie finally reveals the shocking truth that changes everything.
Oh, Lemmy K! It was Lemmy K! Lemmy K. Why?
LK himself was the mastermind behind Vivian's murder. This devastating revelation sends Stanley into a rage-fueled frenzy.
It's time! Oh, man.
But then Stanley discovers an even more shocking truth hidden in Vivian's research. Governor Messer had forced his wife to conceal damning evidence about water contamination related to a major pipeline project, and her murder was actually a calculated political assassination to silence her environmental findings. LK strikes back with vicious precision, launching a terrifying assault on Abby and her family at their motel sanctuary.
Get him! Call him now!
My phone is in the kitchen.
Go get it. Go get it!
Jim.
Stanley immediately calls Dennis for crucial backup, and together they race against time to confront LK and his crew in a final, brutal firefight that will determine everything. The confrontation is absolutely merciless and unforgiving. Just as LK is about to reveal the true mastermind behind this entire conspiracy, corrupt Detective Gibson takes cold-blooded action, shooting the crime boss in the head to protect the corrupt system he serves and the secrets it holds.
Reserve order this. Didn't reserve order the head!
He always did have a big mouth, frickin' tweaker.
In a tense final standoff, Stanley handcuffs Gibson to his own steering wheel and forces the corrupt detective to drive him directly to Governor Messer's heavily guarded estate for the ultimate confrontation.
How much farther? It's just right up ahead. That's it. You make this work. Hide those cuffs.
After neutralizing the security guards with military precision, Stanley finally faces the man who ordered his wife's murder. The governor's chilling admission confirms Stanley's worst fears. He indeed had Vivian assassinated to protect his pipeline project and preserve his political career. Police quickly surround the mansion, and despite wearing Dennis's protective bulletproof vest, Stanley is ultimately arrested. But he's achieved his primary goal. The truth is finally exposed to the world. At the federal prison hospital, Abby manages to visit for an emotional farewell, secretly passing her father a concealed weapon during their embrace. When corrupt Detective Walker attempts to kill Stanley in his hospital room to settle the score, Stanley defends himself using the weapon his daughter provided. Dennis, cleverly disguised as a doctor, plays a crucial role in orchestrating their daring escape from the corrupt system. Together, they successfully flee to Sao Paulo, Brazil, finding sanctuary far from the reach of the corrupt authorities they've exposed. Abby eventually receives a heartfelt letter confirming her father's safety and expressing his eternal gratitude. Stanley Hill's complete transformation from grieving husband to vengeful warrior serves as a powerful reminder that sometimes, when justice utterly fails, ordinary people must become extraordinary to ensure truth prevails.